Well, we are live, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Training with Baxter, my Facebook Live program. I'm Baxter Cribbs, in case you don't know, haven't seen me before, and so welcome. Tonight I'm following up with a series that I've been doing of showing you some different things about marketing. And tonight I want to talk to you, to get out the way here a little bit where you can see. I want to talk to you about build a better mousetrap to sell more cheese. Now, let me show you a few things here, and I realize that what I'm about to show you, they're going to be backwards, okay, whenever you look at them on this camera, because this is my phone. So anything that's not written like this, which is written backwards so you can see it forward, it will appear backwards. But the first thing I want to show you here is a letter. It is a newsletter that I've been getting from a person there. It says, and I'll give him all the credit in the world, a Newsletter Pro. I've been getting this letter, this little fold-out thing. It's an actual newsletter that he sends out to people, and I get it once a month to come to my house. And I probably have been getting this for a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. And it's a very interesting thing. We'll come back to it in just a moment. Here's another one. Oops, stuff starting to slide away here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All my little props are trying to get away. Here's another one. We put them under my arm. That way I know where they are. This one here comes from the WVBS News and Sales Letter. And what it is, it's a sales letter, basically from a group of people who attend a church. And they got together and decided they would make classes and they would make videos and that they would make stuff for sale to help out people like myself who often do teaching of classes and preaching and different things like that. And so this letter here has been coming to me in my house probably for 5 or 6 years since I had first found them. And we'll come back to some more of that in just a moment. Very interesting. A lot of stuff they have in there. A lot of stuff. This next one is a magazine from Jeffers Pet. Years ago, I used to help out with a lot of issues with pets that were lost. And, you know, out in the woods, you see them, would just be stray dogs or cats or whatever. I've actually had people drop them off at my front door and just never say hello or nothing. You wake up and they're at your door because we were ones who took care of those things. And so instead of always going to the vet to take care of it, I began to learn stuff. And these people here was where I got my things from. This next one here I've been getting yet probably 8 or 9 years. It's called a No-Nonsense Letter, and it's a book. It's a free book from Beverly Health, who is a bodybuilding company who also sells many, many good products. Now, why am I showing you all these? Because what happened is that years ago there was something that I needed, something that I wanted. And whenever I was looking for these things, these people were available. So starting back at the beginning, this here Newsletter Pro, I was trying to learn copywriting probably a year and a half ago, and I got interested in this, and this guy here says, here, I'll send you 6 months free newsletter. You can see what kind of work I can do. If I can ever help you out, then you have, proof of what I do. So I give them my email and my address here at the house of where to send it to. And like I said, that was only supposed to last 6 months. Year and a half ago. It's still coming. You know what I did it for? I did it for, as you see here, I did it for the cheese. This was the cheese, okay? Understand what I'm trying to show you is that I got myself caught into this person's mousetrap, okay? By giving him my email address, then he said, okay, here, I'm going to send you this. I also am going to send you stuff on the internet, so I've been getting weekly readings from him for the same amount of time I've been getting this, and both are very informative is the right word, I believe, to help me to grow in knowledge and so forth. And so that was a very helpful benefit there that I did for the cheese. This other one right here. This is a WVVS newsletter. I did the same thing. They said, here, we will give you access to 700 videos online for free if you'll just give me your email address. So I did. I ended up giving them my physical address. And what they do is, like I said, is they put these things together. They have all these videos that you can watch. And then you turn around and they say, you know what? We can sell you these videos that you can have them on your own. You won't have to go online all the time. And if you want to have written out lessons or scripts from these that you can take and share in a class somewhere, we have these available for such and such. If you want to have a training school or the preaching school or reach some kind of certificate, we have that as well. Well, guess what? I did it for the cheese. And look what I ended up with. Because they were very good. They were very good at what they did, and they continued to follow up. Now for 5 or 6 years, I get that letter, that little piece, that flyer, every month. And you know what? Somebody called me the other day and said, can you show me some easy Bible lessons? Guess where I sent them? Right to this here letter. Right to this website to let them make their own decision about whether they want to be a part of that or not. And then again, so Jeffers, as I said, I bought some stuff. I got this magazine from them, looked through it, just bought some stuff the other day from them. It's not a bunch I buy, but it's a little bit. They send this out 4 times a year. You know why? They're following up. They're sending this here to sell me more cheese. That's what they're doing. Sending that, and they're doing a good job. And I'm making a point with all this. And the same thing here with this here letter, this no-nonsense bodybuilding letter. They teach about natural stuff. Now, they got me in the beginning, said, we'll send you this free magazine 4 times a year with this knowledge, this interviews, this reps, this sets, this everything they got. But you know what they send along with it? An order sheet. Here we're having a sale. You know what? And it is some very good products. So, of course, I did it for the cheese. So I ended up buying more products from them to help out because I like health and fitness. And so these things here, and they continue to send that to me free. 6 or 7 years now I've been getting that. And it's always available. I can call up anytime, get a quality product, get them, and they'll continue to come. And the point is, that I'm making is that they have a good follow-up system. You know, they're trying to stay in front of me. So if anybody says, who do you recommend for bodybuilding products? I'm going to say Beverly Health. Who do you recommend for Bible software? Here it is right here. And there's a couple of those things that I have that come to me. That's just some of the examples that I have there. You know, and the Jeffers, you know, if you want, and almost everybody knows the Jeffers because they send them magazines out constantly, as there's other compounds in the area that help out animals that I go and visit every now and then. Guess what they have on their kitchen counter? Jeffers magazine. Because they know that's where you can go and get the quality products, and it's always right there. Call them up, they'll send it off to you. So the thing that I'm trying to get across to us here then, let me find my little writing stick here, whatever I did with it. I think that's it right there. We're going to use it anyway. Is that the thing I'm trying to get us to see here, we did it for the cheese, and these people were very smart about doing that. They built a better mousetrap to sell more cheese. And we bit the cheese, or I did, and you probably did too if you think about it. So they bit the cheese, and we bit the cheese. And so here is what we're trying to get down to when we say build a better mousetrap, is that we're trying to say, or I'm trying to say to you this evening then, is that the money, and y'all know you've heard this before, if you're in any kind of marketing business at all, is in the list. I believe that magic marker is running out. We're going to come back here because I know it's getting hard to see. The mark is in the list. This is the kind of mousetrap you want to do. If you find people like this here, like I just demonstrated to you, that come to your household, look and see what they did. Follow up with them and see how you fell into their funnel, how you took their cheese and they've been selling you more cheese because you've been caught in their mousetrap throughout the year. and throughout the years, in fact. So, you know, they continuously have a customer. So is it easy for them to send me 4 magazines a year, or one newsletter copy for every month here that was only supposed to last 6, you know, and that was a time barrier there to get you to do something. But if somebody was to ask me, who would I recommend? Newsletter Pro would be the guy to do it, because he mastered that, and he has showed me that by his continued samples that he sends out to me. So there's what I'm saying is the money is in the list, and we need to learn how to build a list. We need to learn how to build a better mousetrap and continuously feed the cheese out to people, because sometimes, as I've heard other people say, that people are on their list for 2 or 3 or 4 years before they will ever buy anything. And so when they buy something, now they've made it worth that while. Then you have an opportunity to have an upsell, carry them further, get coaching, whatever it might be. So the money is in the list, and there is some more things that you can learn about this. And so what I'd like for you to do, instead of me spending the rest of our time here talking about that and giving you something that's a double study on this, is I'd like for you to go type this into your website there, into your thing, and it's right above, up here, above my, where I put the header up here as well. But if you'll go here, WWW Baxter, cribs.com / maybe I went backwards with that one, I don't know, AMBC. And there you can find the rest of this lesson this evening, where it talks about how to get that list right, why it's important to have that list, and it shares with you some things. And that's written by a friend of mine named Furnace Tobias. And it's a very good book. And not only that, but there are 9 other days that are as important to learn about attraction marketing formula, and how you can get to be where you can build a better mousetrap to sell more cheese to your customers and attract them to you without you having to go out into the world to find these people, and to be able to use the convenience of the internet to be able to help your business grow. My friends, I want to thank you for stopping by with Training with Baxter, and we will see you next time to continue these marketing lessons. Thank you, and have a good evening.